Hi all, Astri here with a very important video regarding phantom downscaling in Elden Ring. I've suspected for some time now that phantoms are not being properly downscaled. Things are a total mess right now with the state of the servers, leading to lots of disconnects and desync. But in what little testing I've been able to accomplish, my findings are somewhat unsurprising. The truth of the matter is that there are a lot of things stacking up that are creating the incredibly broken PvP environment that is inhospitable to build diversity. Not only has From Software changed the format dramatically with the open world and all that it implies, but they've also made a lot of things incredibly broken, which is at the moment overshadowing some critical aspects that are feeding into this. Through my testing, I was able to determine that phantoms do indeed get downscaled, but by how much has been questionable up to this point. I'm told by a few trusted sources in the invasion community that matchmaking for non-password summoned phantoms prioritizes phantoms closer to the top of the host summon range. Furthermore, invaders are prioritized towards the top of their invasion range. So if the invader is something like 50 plus 10, they're likely to be invading a host somewhere around 70 plus 15, and that host is likely pulling phantoms around 100 plus 20. The difference between the invader and the phantom in this case is pretty massive. Now when you add a password, the range for phantom summons is no longer in effect. Rather, it allows the host to pull any level and upgrade phantom, and if they're out of normal summoning range, they are downscaled. Well, somewhat. My theory on how they're downscaled is that the overleveled phantom is scaled down from whatever level and upgrade they are to an approximation of a level and upgrade slightly above the host's normal range. So if that 70 plus 15 host is trying to pull a 250 plus 25 phantom, the phantom is coming in at what they feel is around level 115 to 120 with a plus 22 or 23 upgrade level, meaning downscaling is doing practically nothing in that case. Poise and armor absorption have never been accounted for in downscaling, so why would they start now? Well, they didn't. To our great misfortune, passive Poise from Dark Souls 1 is back with a vengeance. Overleveled phantoms rocking full Bull Goat and Ramhorn Talisman are going to walk through hits from just about anything, with the main exceptions being Madness, Sleep, Bleed, and Frost procs. This makes stagger locking status effects the most effective way to deal with the overleveleds. However, the advantage this has for the invader is compounded for ganks because they can pile on and stunlock invaders, effortlessly killing them in a single inescapable combo. This is resulting in the majority of builds used by both gankers and invaders alike being arcane, specifically Bleed. And let's be honest, no invader at any reasonable level is going to be as effective as an optimized level 300 plus high poise password summon that can face tank trade with you hit for hit, kill you with a Bleed combo, or abuse some broken Ash of War like Glintstone Pebble. You're usually going to die if you try, and every ganker knows this. And most seem aware of the fact that downscaling is not working properly, and are capitalizing on it as much as they can. Here's the kicker though. Status buildup still does not seem to have been accounted for in their downscaling formulas, despite the massive scaling it gets from both upgrading the weapon and from the arcane stat. The result is overleveled phantoms being able to proc status in as little as one attack, and this problem worsens the lower you go because robustness depends on your endurance and armor. And if they do proc Bleed in one hit, which isn't hard on a pair of maxed out blood weapons with 99 arcane, there's this talisman called Lord of Blood's Exaltation that will boost their attack by about 20%. And unless you're getting hit by something else, the next attack they do is a true combo. If that one attack chunks anywhere near half of your health, which it probably will, the next attack will surely finish the job. And there you go. One hit, one combo, one kill, and some teabagging and some loading screens. And then you'll probably invade them again, because every ganker will toggle Taunter's Tongue on and off to fill that invasion slot without risk of getting a 2v2. It is highly likely From Software will knee-jerk and hard nerf Bleed to the point of near uselessness, much like they did in Dark Souls 3, where they nerfed hollow builds into oblivion. But if they nerf bleed damage and proc rate alone, it doesn't change the fact that overleveled phantoms will still have access to unmitigated poise, unscaled proc buildup, and the ability to deal out massive damage from stagger lock combos. If anything, nerfing bleed damage and proc rate would only strengthen gankers further by weakening one of the stronger options invaders have. The first thing they need to do is remove the stagger from bleed and frost procs against invaders, NPCs, hosts, and phantoms, and simultaneously remove passive poise. This will bring the massive advantages of overleveled phantoms back into check and massively improve the overall multiplayer experience for everyone. The main thing passive poise is doing is eliminating the viability of a large variety of weapon classes by simply allowing the player to wade in, face tank, and win trades without much thought. Poise becomes so ridiculous that you can face tank a hit from just about anything, including colossal weapons, and trade with just about any weapon, and win. And the result is that weapons with high DPS and rapid proc rates are going to win the majority of the time. Rivers of Blood with full bull goat, anyone? Anyone invading knows what's up here. I would say the second thing, which is extremely important for game balance, is to include poise, armor absorption, and status buildup in the downscaling for overleveled password summons. This is huge. A lot of people on the casual PvE side of the community will whine and complain about losing their main DPS Bubba, but this seriously needs to happen to help bring the game back to somewhat tolerable levels of brokenness. I could go on, but I've made the main points I wanted to make. Thank you for watching, everyone, and take care.